Welcome to our Hong Kong brief program. Today, we have some exciting stories lined up for you. First up, we have the inspiring tale of Michael Tse, a 60-year-old Olympian from Hong Kong, who is gearing up to make his Ironman World Championship debut in Hawaii. Tse is not just a former strength coach but also a passionate advocate for lifelong physical activity, proving that age is just a number when it comes to pursuing your dreams. Next, we dive into the world of Aesop, the renowned skincare brand, which is drawing inspiration from the magic of cinema. With their new gift kits and a collaboration with the Hong Kong Asian Film Festival, Aesop is blending art and fragrance in a way that's sure to delight film and skincare enthusiasts alike. Their limited edition kits showcase stunning designs influenced by 20th century films, making them perfect for the holiday season. Lastly, we take a look at the Hong Kong stock market, which has seen a positive uptick as the Hang Seng Index rises, thanks to brighter growth prospects in China. With property sales rebounding and key indices on the rise, investors are feeling optimistic. It's an exciting time for the market, and we'll keep you updated on all the latest developments. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post, Michael Tse, a distinguished Olympian from Hong Kong, is set to make his long-awaited debut at the Ironman World Championship in Hawaii at the age of 60. Having previously represented Hong Kong in rowing at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics and earned silver medals at the Asian Rowing Championships, Tse has a storied athletic background. Despite the pandemic delaying his race since he qualified in late 2019, he is determined to tackle the challenging course with a strategic approach, drawing from his extensive experience in triathlons. Balancing a demanding career as the head of the University of Hong Kong Center for Sports and Exercise, Tse emphasizes the importance of physical education, advocating for its inclusion in school curricula to help children develop essential motor skills. His journey from a childhood without physical education to becoming a mentor for elite athletes showcases his dedication to promoting fitness and active living. South China Morning Post, Aesop, the renowned Australian skincare brand, is unveiling a unique blend of cinema and skincare with its latest gift kits, inspired by the aesthetics of vintage film. Each kit features creatively designed packaging reminiscent of 20th century celluloid, while the product formulations, like the refreshing geranium leaf body cleanser, cater to those who appreciate sophisticated self-care. In a delightful twist, Aesop is also hosting a short film titled The Soap Service, which will premiere during the festive season, accompanied by screenings of local and Asian films in collaboration with the Hong Kong Asian Film Festival. The immersive experience is enhanced by scent-infused viewing spaces, creating a sensory journey for attendees. Aesop store design, particularly one inspired by Wong Kar-wai's film In the Mood for Love, further illustrates the brand's commitment to blending art and commerce, inviting customers to explore their luxurious range of products in an evocative environment. South China Morning Post, Hong Kong stock market saw a modest rise as investor sentiment improved, driven by positive developments in China's property sector. The Hang Seng Index climbed 0.8%, reducing its weekly loss to 0.5%, buoyed by a notable increase in residential property sales across major Chinese cities. This uptick in sales, particularly in first-tier cities, has sparked optimism regarding China's economic growth prospects, leading UBS Group to revise its growth forecast for 2025 upwards. Notable stocks such as Sini Solar and Li Auto experienced significant gains, reflecting the market's recovery. Meanwhile, other major Asian markets displayed mixed performance, with Japan's Nikkei 225 dropping slightly, contrasting with modest gains in South Korea and Australia. This fluctuation in stock performance underscores the interconnectedness of regional economies and the impact of China's recovery on broader market sentiment. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's education authorities are set to re-evaluate the definition of local students in response to allegations of abuse of talent visa schemes by mainland Chinese families. Undersecretary for Education Jeff Z. Chun FAI highlighted concerns regarding children of talent scheme holders taking Hong Kong's entrance exams and enrolling in government-funded universities as local students. An online petition accuses these families of exploiting the system, leading to a situation where children, categorized as examination immigrants, are undermining the educational opportunities for local families. The petitioners urge the government to impose stricter guidelines, such as requiring dependent visa holders to have studied in local schools for a minimum of 3 years before being classified as local students. In another article, the South China Morning Post celebrates the thrilling conclusion of the Rolex Shanghai Masters, where world number 1 Jannik Sinner triumphed over Novak Djokovic to claim the title. The tournament, held in the stunning Qizhou Forest Sports City Arena, showcased the top 96 male players and is a significant event in the ATP Masters 1000 series. Rolex, a longtime supporter of tennis, has been the title sponsor since 2010, reflecting its commitment to the sport and its leading players. The brand has a storied history with tennis, having partnered with prestigious tournaments and celebrated players, including Roger Federer and Iga Swiatek, further solidifying its status as a prominent figure in the world of tennis. Additionally, Ferragamo is honoring the 70th anniversary of its iconic ballerina flats with Ballerina Month in Hong Kong, featuring a series of events that intertwine Italian shoemaking and ballet. The brand's Harbor City boutique has been transformed into a Ferragamo micro-cinema, celebrating the shoe's legacy that has captivated stars like Audrey Hepburn. Highlights of the month include a talk with Hong Kong Ballet's artistic director and a glamorous ballerina party that showcased the latest collection, featuring designs inspired by the original ballerina flats. This celebration not only pays homage to the shoe's historical significance, but also emphasizes the artistry shared between film and dance, drawing in a star-studded crowd and showcasing the brand's commitment to elegance and sophistication. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's police chief, Raymond Shu Chuki, has announced the introduction of pop-up warnings on ATMs by the end of March to combat the alarming rise in scam-related losses, which have reached 6.41 billion Hong Kong dollars in the first 3 quarters of the year. The initiative follows a notable increase in reported scams, especially those targeting the youth through naked chat blackmail. Shu highlighted that over 60% of scam cases are online, and he anticipates a rise in deepfake technology being used for fraudulent purposes. The police have already sent approximately 715,000 alerts regarding high-risk accounts through the faster payment system, showcasing their commitment to increasing public awareness and prevention measures. In another article from the South China Morning Post, the focus shifts to Hong Kong's elderly population, which is projected to swell to 2.74 million by 2046, prompting the government to offer subsidies for retirees in mainland care homes. Critics argue that this approach merely masks the deeper issue of inadequate elderly care within Hong Kong. Alternatives such as promoting aging in place and fostering intergenerational living arrangements are suggested as more humane and effective solutions. Drawing on successful models from countries like Spain and Sweden, the article advocates for community initiatives that encourage empathy and support for the elderly, ultimately aiming to create a better connected society. Lastly, South China Morning Post covers a controversial incident involving a transgender woman, Jiang Yan, who retaliated against a man for insulting her at a restaurant. Jiang, an online influencer, confronted the man after he made derogatory comments about her and her hometown, resulting in a physical altercation. Although some praised her actions as heroic, likening her to a legendary figure in Chinese folklore, others criticized her for responding with violence. Following the incident, Jiang issued a public apology and condemned violence, emphasizing the need for peaceful resolutions. The situation highlights the complexities surrounding gender identity, regional pride, and societal expectations in contemporary China. South China Morning Post reports on Chloe Liang Wingyi, a late-blooming cyclist who has shown resilience after missing out on the Olympic Games. Despite her disappointment of being edged out by teammate Cici Li Ziwing for the Paris road race selection, Liang has emerged as a strong contender for upcoming Asian competitions. Her coach, Hervé Degorn, praises her positive attitude and technical skills, noting her impressive performances at recent World Championships. Liang's journey serves as a motivating example for Li, who was encouraged to adopt a more competitive mindset. As both athletes prepare for training in Australia and upcoming championships, Degorn expresses confidence in their potential to shine on the Asian stage. South China Morning Post highlights FTSE Russell's commitment to developing products for Chinese assets, driven by increasing global interest and a shift towards retail investment. CEO Fiona Bassett emphasizes China's significance in the international market, despite challenges such as geopolitical tensions and economic volatility. The recent stimulus measures introduced by Chinese authorities have spurred optimism among investors, leading to a substantial stock market rally. Bassett also notes the growing popularity of exchange-traded funds (ETFs) in China, with annual inflows increasing significantly. The rise of digital wealth management presents new opportunities for underserved investors, making it essential for FTSE Russell to expand its offerings in this dynamic market. South China Morning Post provides updates on severe tropical storm Trami, with the Hong Kong Observatory maintaining a number 1 typhoon warning. As of early Friday morning, Trami was located 730 kilometers southeast of Hong Kong, moving slowly across the South China Sea. The observatory indicated that strong winds were not yet affecting the region, and the warning would remain in place until at least 6 p.m. While local winds are expected to weaken, uncertainties regarding Trami's future movement persist. The storm, named after a Vietnamese word for a tree in the rose family, serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of tropical weather systems in the region. CBC participants in a federal public inquiry into foreign interference in Canada are urging the government to take more decisive action, emphasizing the need for stronger legal measures, closing existing loopholes, and enhancing public education on the issue. The inquiry, which has seen weeks of public hearings, highlighted the experiences of individuals from the Chinese Canadian community who face threats and harassment due to their political views. Neil Chandler, representing the Chinese Canadian Concern Group, criticized the federal government for its inadequate response to foreign meddling, calling for increased regulatory oversight and media literacy initiatives. Sarah Tyke from the Human Rights Coalition echoed the sentiment, advocating for a victim-centered approach to combat foreign interference, including revoking cooperation agreements with foreign dictators. The inquiry's findings suggest that while the government has resources to tackle this issue, there remains a perception that political considerations have overshadowed the urgency of addressing foreign threats. South China Morning Post in a revealing trend, many mainland Chinese professionals who initially came to Hong Kong under the Top Talent Pass scheme are finding themselves selling insurance as a means to secure their residency. This scheme, which was designed to attract high-caliber talent, has inadvertently led to a surge in individuals entering the insurance sector, where the job market remains robust. Despite the original intent of the program, critics question whether these insurance jobs align with the qualifications and aspirations of the applicants. Anecdotes from social media highlight the struggles of individuals trying to navigate the visa renewal process, with some admitting to taking insurance jobs simply as a safety net. The insurance industry has seen significant growth, with an increase in newly licensed brokers, and experts suggest that while this trend may not fulfill the scheme's original purpose, it could still play a role in Hong Kong's economy by connecting with wealthy mainland clients seeking insurance products. South China Morning Post in a surprising shift, some of Hong Kong's largest stockbrokers are re-establishing physical branches in an era dominated by digital trading. Photo Securities, which once operated solely through apps, has opened multiple outlets to enhance customer engagement and attract a broader demographic, including less tech-savvy investors. This resurgence of brick-and-mortar locations is driven by the need to differentiate from online competition and provide personalized services. As stock trading experiences a boom, brokers like Phillip Securities and Everbright Securities are also exploring the potential benefits of physical presence, recognizing that many investors still value face-to-face interactions. The trend indicates a growing acknowledgement within the brokerage community that while online trading has transformed the industry, physical branches remain vital for building client relationships and fostering brand loyalty during periods of market activity. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Lives and fall, traders bleed, our call. Factories roar, still and fight, workers sweat, endless night, stubborn and surge, shadows blend, rise of empires no end. Dragons roll, blood and steel, screams unheard, prophets real, in boardrooms cold, fortunes made. Workers' fate in the shade. Currency war, silent fight, cradles burn like a night. Through the storm, neon gleam, economic power, move the steam. Contract sign, trails deep, backroom deals, falls asleep. Bank bombs echo, greed's insatiable cry. In this mental wasteland, dreams die. Like a sweat, endless night, stubborn surge, shadows blend, rise of empires no end. Dragons roll, blood and steel, screams unheard, prophets real, in boardrooms cold, fortunes made, workers' fate in the shade. Currency war, silent fight, cradles burn like a night. Through the storm, neon gleam, economic power, move the sea. Currency war, silent fight, cradles burn like a night. Through the storm, neon gleam, workers' fate in the shade. Currency war, silent fight, cradles burn like a night. Through the spawn, neon gleam, economic power moves the sea. Contract sign, betrayals deep, backroom deals, orcs asleep, bank bombs echo, greed's insatiable cry. In this mental wasteland, dreams die. Contract sign, betrayals deep, backroom deals, vultures sleep, bank bombs echo, greed's insatiable cry. In this metal wasteland, trees die, rising seas, ancient law, ancient built, unpaid war. In the east, the dragon sleeps, waste to gutter, seasons keep.